You want to know how effective this movie was? I didn't sleep at all last night.
You don't have to go while you got ammo.
So, The Conjuring 2 is the sequel to The Conjuring, obviously, and it's also directed by James Wan. So I had high hopes for The Conjuring 2 because it's a good director, and the cast is back, at least the main two actors, and also it's been getting some good attention from other critics. So, is this movie good? To me, yes, it's amazing. Is it better than the first one? In my opinion, yes. I mean, for one, it's a lot more scary than the first one. I didn't actually not sleep at all last night, but I did have some trouble sleeping, which proves that it is a really effective, scary movie. But that's not enough to have a good movie. What it also did is it had a good bit of emotional depth. Ed and Lorraine Warren, they have a good relationship in this movie, and I thought it was really well done. But what really surprised me about this movie is how much development these characters had. Basically every single character is properly developed and you actually care about. So that's something I think they did really well. Also, the standout performance in this movie is from the little girl who plays the possessed girl in this movie. She was fantastic. Probably the best performance of the year so far. Totally Oscar-worthy. There was also a very interesting plot point in that, is this a hoax or is it not? And there are these sort of things that make you contradict what you originally taught, and I think they did that really well. Okay, now, let me explain why this movie is scary. It does have jump scares, of course, but they're never fake. They are real and very scary jump scares, and they never take away from any of the tension in the movie. And I think they did a really clever way, where they gave most of the big jump scares towards the beginning, so that as it went along, you just got more scared later, since there were less jump scares going on then. And there are a few scenes where there's some really long takes, and they just make them much creepier than they would be with a bunch of cuts. James Wan, I think, proves that he's one of the best directors working in Hollywood today, and definitely the best horror director. I can't wait to see what else he does. I'm hoping he sticks to horror, because he did do Fast and Furious 7, which was good, but a little out of his comfort zone. So yeah, this movie has basically everything you want. It has good acting, it has good writing, it has good direction, and it's really entertaining for the whole time. So there's really nothing in this movie that I don't like. So I have to give it a 10 out of 10. Guys, if you are fine with going to see a really scary movie in cinemas, then please check this movie out. It's one of the better horror movies of the decade, and, well, of the 21st century, really. It's definitely worth checking out. Please go and watch it if you can survive that. So if you like this video, please subscribe and join the Tim Army.